Foreign language in just a week. Well, it's impossible for most of us. For someone with savant syndrome, it can feel natural.
It affects people with developmental disorders, including autism, which can mean they can achieve remarkable things.
Tammet is one of them and has been meeting others across the world who have a similar aptitude for skills. He's been telling their stories in a new book. He joins us now. Daniel, very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Can you just explain, if you would, your condition and how it affects you?
Yes, so autistic savant syndrome, it means that since I was born, I have connections in the brain which are different to other people's. They gave me challenges growing up, learning how to have a conversation, look people in the eye, make friends. My first friends were numbers, for example, because numbers have colours and shapes and textures in my mind. 89 is like falling snow. 11 is a beautiful, round, white number. The number 4 is shy and pointy. I felt like the number 4 when I was growing up, very shy. And at the same time, it gives me abilities, talents, gifts in language, in writing, in mathematics as well.
And your book, you've picked 9 people who you've heard about over the years, who, in a way, the joy of the book is that they're just people who are getting on with things, remarkable things, but are doing jobs, detectives, surgeons, who in no way has the condition stopped them. In many ways, it's helped them.
Exactly. So Warren is an incredible example of autism and what it can bring to people's lives and to society, because he's in Birmingham. He solved 100 murders in his career, and his autism is like a superpower. It allows him to hone in on tiny, tiny clues that other detectives, because they're what we call neurotypical, they don't see. They don't see them at all. And another story in the book is Amanda. She's both autistic and blind, and she has this incredible gift that scientists call echolocation. It's what owls and bats have as well. So if she comes into a room, she can hear the dimensions of the room. She can hear how many people are in the room. She can hear what the furniture is like, the shapes. She can even, if there's a bottle of water, she can hear how much water is in the bottle, if it's half full, if it's full, if it's empty. She can hear it because it makes a different sound in her mind.
So you disentangle patterns better than we do.
Yes.
Better than neurotypical people
exactly.
do. That's kind of how I'm seeing it, because like you can learn a language in a week.
That's right, Icelandic.
So I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. But I suppose you can see the patterns really clearly and apply them really logically.
Exactly.
Whereas someone like me would look at them and go, but that doesn't make sense with this. I'm cross-referencing too much.
Well, this is it. This is what's so fascinating about autism, what we call now neurodiversity. For a long time, people assumed that autism was just about deficits, handicap, disability. And society has really moved on. The conversation in society has moved on. People see autism as a spectrum. And on that spectrum, there's all kinds of abilities and gifts and talents. And people, they are perhaps listening to this, watching this, and they're saying, OK, this is my son, this is my grandson, this is my daughter, because they're women. Half of the stories in the book are women as well, who have these amazing abilities like Amanda's. And it's great for me to see this evolution, because, I mean, I was born at the end of the 70s. We didn't even know what autism was back then. And to see how far we've come as a society, and to feel that because I've been writing, this is my 10th book, I've been writing for many years, I've been on TV quite a few times in the past and in many countries as well. And to feel like I'm a pioneer without knowing it, you know, I've helped to bring this conversation all this way. It's fantastic.
It's a great story. When we see that picture of young you, I don't know what, you were probably 7 years old?
Yeah.
What was happening to that young boy then?
I was bewildered. I was in a world that I didn't really understand. I felt like a foreigner for a long time. I didn't feel like English was my first language. I was always looking for my first language. I was learning French and German at school and saying to myself, OK, I kind of look German. I've got blonde hair and blue eyes. You know, maybe I'm German. Maybe that's why I feel different. And the children, when they listen to me, they think I've got an accent. And then later, when I learned pi, the number pi, 3.141, I recited it to over 22,000 digits from memory. Kate Bush wrote a song about me called Pi. And it was that really brought me into public awareness, you know, 20 years ago. And people said, wow, this is amazing. And I was reciting all these numbers in Oxford, and people saying, he doesn't have an accent. When he's reciting pi, he doesn't have an accent. So...
Numbers your happy place.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
Your personal story is amazing. The book also has some fascinating characters in it. So thank you so much for coming here to see us this morning.
Thank you.
Daniel's book, 9 Minds, is available right now.